In the Nasrid Kingdom of Granada, the Jewish community played an essential role in the social and economic fabric of the emirate. By the 14th century, Jews were the most numerous non-Muslim population in the realm, concentrated primarily in the capital and in major coastal cities such as Malaga, Guadix, and Almería. Estimates suggest that there are around 5,000 Jewish households, roughly 25,000 to 30,000 people, living under Nasrid rule. They inhabited distinct quarters, known as alhamas, which functioned as semi-autonomous communities. Each had its own leadership, headed by the Nagid, who represented Jewish interests before the Muslim authorities, collected taxes, and ensured compliance with state regulations. This arrangement gave the Jews of Granada a considerable degree of communal autonomy, allowing them to maintain their religious practices, courts, and schools within a broader Islamic legal framework. Legally, Jews were classified as dhimmis, protected non-Muslims who paid the jizya tax in exchange for security and limited rights. They were allowed to worship freely and maintain their internal affairs, though they were subject to certain restrictions meant to mark their subordinate status. Ibn al-Khatib, one of the great chroniclers of Nasrid Granada, records the Jews were sometimes required to wear distinctive signs or garments, and their interactions with Muslims were regulated in matters of marriage, testimony, and public office. Still, these limitations did not prevent many Jews from achieving significant prestige and influence within Granada society. The Nasrid state depended on their expertise in medicine, finance, and diplomacy. Jews were often multilingual, fluent in Arabic, Hebrew, and Castilian, making them valuable intermediaries in commerce and politics between the Islamic South and the Christian North. The Jewish community's economic role was diverse and vital. Many Jews worked as merchants, artisans, and professionals, thriving especially in trades of textiles, silver, and luxury goods. Jewish physicians served both Muslim rulers and Christian monarchs, like Ibrahim ibn Zarzar, who attended to Muhammad V of Granada and Peter I of Castile. The intellectual and literary culture of Granada's Jews was also rich, as evidenced by figures such as Saadia ben Danan, who embodied the learned spirit of the community's final generations. Despite their contributions, the community's position grew more precarious as the 15th century advanced. The anti-Jewish violence that swept through Christian Iberia in 1391 drove many refugees into Nasrid territory. When the Catholic monarchs conquered Granada in 1492, the Jewish community was expelled alongside the Muslim population, ending an unbroken presence that had lasted nearly 8 centuries. Thanks to German traveler Hieronymus Munzer, we have our only topographical reference to what might have been the Jewish quarter in the city of Granada, or at least one of them. He mentions that it was raised, quote, to build a great hospital and a cathedral in honor of the Blessed Virgin Mary. The Jews of Granada lived at the delicate intersection of privilege and vulnerability, and autonomy and constraint. Their story reflects the larger paradox of Al-Andalus itself, a society where coexistence and hierarchy intertwined, and where cultural exchange flourished even within the boundaries of inequality.